Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, well, let's take a look at the levels on Tesla, Nvidia, AMD, SMCI, and S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100. So we are seeing a very interesting price action across many of the stocks where there is on the downtrend a higher low pivot forming, as we'll go through the video, especially on the bigger market that is S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100. This could be a start that some more stability can build up on the market, and we might eventually overall start to turn bullish. So it's still an early stage, all right, but so still be a little bit careful, but seems like it's trying its best to come back up. And so since I started off with that higher pivot potentially forming on the market, let's start off with actually S&P 500. Now, before going further, I also want to let you know none of this is any financial advice and it's only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. Now, yes, we have remained in the downtrend. As yesterday I mentioned that we eventually are coming down, but there was a possibility of this pivot forming. And for that, if this higher low has to form as a pivot, now then we'll have to get above this 565 area again, which S&P 500 did that today. Can this be taken as a uptrend higher low pivot? Well, it can be taken as an uptrend for sure, but overall sentiment for full-on bullishness, I still want to see it get above this zone of the whole zone pretty much 200 days moving average and this 565 to 75 area. This is a zone. That's where it's an early start. All right, but just be a little bit careful, as if in any time at this point, if we lose this pivot, things will start to look problematic. Now, having said that, it's apparent that yes, we are intraday and multi-day in an uptrend. We are rebounding. And today we are finally again testing the 200 hours moving average. That's a good sign. Getting above 562 was sufficient enough for at least intraday it to start to get up. And for the reasons, and also we got above the levels, right? And so yeah, as long as tomorrow we can hold above 565, this intraday and multi-day uptrend can continue, but we need to stay above 565 tomorrow to continue to look for an uptrend on the market. All right, so that's S&P 500 to watch. Now I'm still not there yet as for full on. Yes, we are full on bullish now, but we are bullish enough that this intraday multi-day I'm seeing strength, and as I said, 565 above, we'll just look for still at least intraday uptrend, and as if strength rolls over above 200 days moving average position can be carried forward and can be maybe more built up. We'll talk about it. Nasdaq 100 is almost in a similar fashion, almost trying to show us a higher low pivot just like on S&P 500. But similarly, I'll say take it as intraday, multi-day rebounds and an uptrend, but overall structure, or on overall structure as a rebound and intraday, multi-day possible uptrends. But we are still not there yet, okay? Like 495 area is still a strong resistance in my opinion on the overall structure. Now today, yes, we did go up, finding a support and the bounce at the significant level, but then rejecting a 200 hours moving average. What can we be looking at this on this now? Well, as long as we can hold above this zone of 477 to 478, there is still a rebound potential. In other words, as long as we're above 477 to 478, your bias should be on an uptrend side. All right, and definitely at this point it's important to get above 200 hours moving average to go full on bullish. Anytime if we lose 477 and 36 cents, this is again a problem. All right, it's again weakness and the problem. So at that point, this intraday multi-day, a little bit of a strength that is building up, that room and the potential will be all over again. All right, okay, so next one is Tesla. Now Tesla, as we'll go to the semiconductors though, soon you will see that how beautiful they have been, some of the price action that's building up. I'll talk about it when we get to those. Now for Tesla here, as I have been talking about this very important level 212 to 225, this is where we are seeing a really good price reaction, and almost we are forming a double bottom here. Now, it's though overall structure is still negative. Again, if you have access to my tools, you know all of these things. Overall structure is still negative on Tesla. And this, though, is a potential, maybe a start of a double bottom. Now, though overall confirmation hasn't come yet, but this is turning into at least a little bit of intraday strength again, right? And so for that, let's get to the lower time frame. Now, speaking of intraday strength, I told you guys yesterday that if we can get above 228 area today, it can retest this next level of 235 around. So 228 above 235 around, you can see we tested here, broke out eventually. And so that was the first room, and then definitely above 235, it's more strength. Now, as long as we can hold tomorrow above 235, definitely we should look for an uptrend. Weakness will only be again 232 and 60 cents below. It's still an intraday play though, and as if this double bottom has to confirm itself on the daily interval that I'm mentioning, then we'll have to eventually get above this 251. If we can do that at this point with double bottom, that will be a really good sign that Tesla has stabilized quite a lot. All right. Until then, take it as intraday, multi-day uptrend or rebounds from the daily as for per the levels that I just mentioned on the lower time frame. Okay, Nvidia is the next one. So Nvidia a little bit going sideways today. It's more better traded still intraday at this point still, and it's holding a higher low pivot almost here. Okay, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. But overall structure, though, it's still negative. We are still very far away from really turning a really beautiful uptrend. You will have to take it as a rebounds play and only that. Their conference is ongoing and all that stuff, so that also is a little bit giving it that bounce. We found a support at 200 hours moving average. That's a good sign. Now tomorrow, as if we can stay above 118, look for an uptrend. If we stay below 118, it can again retest 200 hours moving average. On the downside though, it has a room to go choppy here. And so as above 118, just look for an uptrend because right now it's stabilizing. Take it only intraday play though right now. If it can't stay above 118 or loses that, then 114 can be again retested. So today was at a 200 hours moving average, a rebound, a bounce until 118. And we broke above that. Yes, we retested a little bit higher above, but then eventually last hour we sold off. So anyways, so yeah, that's Nvidia. Okay, that's pretty much the level to watch. Just stay intraday on this right now. Yeah, just stay intraday on this. Eventually we'll see. This still needs some more price reaction. Now AMD is a really beautiful one over here, right? It's technically in the near term uptrend already from these last 3 days. And especially today on the day trading side, let's get to the 5 minutes interval. And if you have access to my tools, you already know this. You already made a lot of money using my tools today on AMD, especially. You can use it on all the stocks, but I just turn on my tools and you can see beautiful bullish trend built up here. And that was a really beautiful move today. Anyways, if you need access to my tools, check out the details in the description of this video. And also if you need 50 plus stocks coverage, check out the details in the description of this video. My tools works on all the stocks and on all the intervals. You will also receive onboarding videos in case you just want to have a head start on how to use the tools, right? Okay, so that's AMD. In other words, it's looking good. We still 103, we held above it. We are fine. We also have higher lows here. That's great sign. We are in a start of a bullish structure on this. Now it's all about getting level by level above. At this point, if we can also get above 50 days moving average, that will be awesome. Where will AMD lose the steam for me again? If tomorrow if we lose 103 area, it's over for me again. All right, weakness will come. So otherwise, no, it's still fine. And on the hourly interval, it's showing a good potential. And tomorrow, as long as we can stay above 505 and 5 cents, our bias should be on the uptrend, continue to remain in an uptrend above 105 and 5 cents. Okay, so that's AMD. The last one for this video, guys, is SMCI. SMCI trying to find some bounce, some stabilization. It's an early call. When I say early call, like we'll have to trade it intraday only. Let's get to the hourly interval. So Today, yes, first time it did reject at our resistance level, but then it finally broke out. So that's a good sign. Now, tomorrow, as long as we can stay above 39 and 82 cents, intraday uptrend can form and or continue even until 200 hours moving average. So they take it only intraday because as you can see, we also have this little bit of a upper resistance here. So you'll have to be very careful on this one right now. Okay, in other words, if you want to trade it again like as a proper good uptrend, let it also get above this reference line and also $40.90 above. And otherwise, you wait for a pullback and you can trade a rebound, but your horizon should be limited just because of these reasons, right? And anytime if we lose 38 and 28 cents again area, we are weakening. That's what I have been saying, right? So until then, your bias should be for an upside, but if we lose 38 and 29 area, then your bias changes to the downside. Again, just sharing my opinion. Please do what you feel like doing, all right? Okay, that's all I had for you guys in this video. And with that, I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.